Hello, everybody. It's the Creative One. I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing pretty good myself. The topic of today's video is going to be about Trump passing a bill to criminalize a sex change for minors. I do agree with this, with what he's trying to do as far as this. I definitely think that somebody needs to be at least 18 years of age before they try to do a sexual transition to their body. The fact that transgender kids, was even a thing, and the fact that, this has even been going on is crazy to me. Yeah, they should definitely be an adult. They should definitely, be grown before making a decision like that. There's no way that a child or a minor, should be able to make a decision. There's no way, the parents should ever, allow their kids to transition if they're under the age of 18. That's just ridiculous. So I'm not, a huge Trump supporter like that. There's some things that, he does, or, there's some things that I agree with. There's some things that I do not agree with, but in this particular topic, I do agree with this. So a minor, a child, their body, and their mind is not even developed yet. You know what I mean? Like, your body hasn't even developed. You haven't even started your life yet, and you feel like you want to sit here and change your sex. Like, no, I'm not with that. I definitely do agree with that law. I definitely think that it should pass. We do need to protect our children. We need to protect our youth. Kids should definitely not make a decision like that. No parent should allow their kid, to do anything like that. I'm very, very against a minor or a child, doing a sexual transition. I'm very against that. So I do agree with this. This is very, very interesting. I would never, ever let my child do a sex change. They would have to wait till they're an adult to do that. I would be very sad and disappointed. I do have a daughter. Even if I had a son or a daughter, I would be very sad and disappointed if they wanted to have a sex change. I would not agree with that at all. But at the end of the day, if my child was an adult and if that's something they wanted to do, I wouldn't really be able to do anything about that. But I would definitely voice my opinion and tell them that I'm not for it. There's no surgery and there's no medicine in the world that's going to make you the opposite sex. If God made you a woman, you're a woman. If God made you a male, you're a male. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. I don't think anybody, should, do a sex change even as an adult. But, adults are grown. They can do what they want to do. But I don't know. I think a lot of people probably have regrets, about changing their sex, even when they do it as an adult. That's a lot. Like, if you were born a man, your destiny is to be a man. If you were born a woman, your destiny is to be a woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's just going against your life. That's just going against, your destiny. Like, you're just going against what God made you. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion about that. For parents who have transgender children or children who want to cross-dress or children who feel like they're in the wrong body, I know that's a very, very tough situation. That's a very tough situation, but I personally would not, like I said, I would not allow my child to cross-dress. That's something that they would have to do when they're an adult. If you're my son or my daughter, if you're my daughter, you're going to dress like my daughter. If you're my son, you're going to dress like my son. That's it. So for parents who let their children, cross-dress and things like that, everybody's parenting is different. I know some people feel like, oh, well, you know, if my child, like if I don't allow my child to do this, they could start rebelling, you know, they could start acting out, and they probably feel like they'll have a lot of problems with the child if they don't just, you know, let the child do what they desire. I personally do not agree with that. I feel like you're the parent and you need to put your foot down. And who knows, like, you know, kids are kids. Like, there's things that I wanted to do when I was under 18 that my mom didn't allow me to do. And I look back and I'm very, very grateful she didn't allow me to do those things. You know what I mean? When you're that young, like, you don't know anything about life. You know, these kids don't know nothing yet. Like, why would you want to sit here and change your sex and your life hasn't even started? That's just crazy to me. But I definitely do agree, you know, with this bill that Trump is trying to pass. I think that most people agree with it. I've read comments, you know, on videos and things like that, and it seemed like a majority of people do agree with it. I mean, it's like, at least be grown and at least be an adult before you make a decision like that. You know what I mean? It's just a crazy world that we live in. I'm 29 years old, and throughout the years, you know, since I was younger, I've seen this world really, really change a lot. You know what I mean? But as of people, as of Americans, we still have to have common sense. You know, we still have to have certain boundaries and certain policies and things like that. There still needs to be certain laws against certain things, you know, such as this. Like I said, I do think that Trump is doing the right thing, you know, by passing this bill. I'm not, you know, really into politics all like that, you know, so I don't like, I mean, I'm not really super, super into politics, you know, I know enough. I do cover some stories about it, but I'm not really, you know, a super, super political person like that. But I did want to do a topic, you know, on this video specifically. Yeah, so it's tough being a parent, you know, just in general. It's hard being a parent, you know what I mean? For people who don't have any kids, you know, being a parent is harder than you could ever imagine. For people who have children, I feel for you, you know, especially raising children in this generation with all this social media, things that they're seeing online, things they're seeing on TV. Is, you know, this is really, really influencing our kids, but, you know, we just have to stay present in their life, give them advice, just try to steer them in the right direction as much as we can. It's difficult, you know, with all this media and stuff. Like, these kids are like sponges, you know what I mean? Everything they see, they just observe. So, like, it's very, very, very important, you know, to be in our children's lives and to talk to them about their bodies, talk to them about sexuality, you know, at a young age. You know, just talk to them about things like that. Yeah, but this is a very interesting topic. Like I said, I definitely agree with this. I don't think now or never in the future should a child ever, ever, ever be able to change their sex if they're under the age of 18 years old. I just don't agree with that. I think that's crazy. I don't know what kind of person will agree with that. You know what I mean? So... But this is, you know, a very interesting topic, you know, that I wanted to cover. I know just the LGBT community, the trans community in general is just very talked about nowadays. It's just a big thing. Like, I remember, I'm not that old. I'm 29 years old. But when I was young, it wasn't like this. You know what I mean? It wasn't like this. We're living in a very different day and age. I'm happy to see that there are still a lot of sane people out there who have common sense. You know, I just want the best for our kids and our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie. And our message
to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.